Welcome boys and girls, DB here. Okay, right, welcome to X4 Foundations. Just to let you know, I've never played any of the other X series titles. This one come out and I thought, you know, it looked really good. It was what I was looking for as far as what I wanted to do. To be involved in a game. I play Elite and I've been waiting, hoping that Space Legs or EVA, that sort of walking around ships could be in that, but that hasn't come around yet. And then this come up, and after looking at reviews and everything else on it, following it, I thought, yep, I've got to give this a go. So we're here. So yeah. Now I have. When it was launched not long ago, I did come in, went in through the tutorial just to get the basics, make sure it was all running and everything else, make sure the OBS, XSplit, whatever, would run it. And we had a little problem where the screen was all bouncing all over the shop. You know, it's due to this game uses what they call Vulkan, I think it's believed, some sort of graphic software or whatever it uses, something like that. Anyway, I'm not right, don't understand it fully, but I know it's something on the lines or whatever. But yeah, and that apparently that causes a lot of problems to do with any recording software as far as OBS and XSplit. But we have found a walk around, and hopefully we're not going to have experienced that problem. The game is it looks pretty nice. It is got a few bugs here and there, but you know, it's playable and yeah, you can enjoy it. Let's hope that they do. My main criticism is the fact of the optimization for a single player. You know, it does lack on the optimization, and it does require a damn good PC or system to run it, even at, you know, an average 50 to 60 frames a second or above. But yeah, wow. But yeah, I have got a reasonably good, powerful system, and still that's only just on the mark. So yeah, it's heavy, but we'll see how it goes. It's not running too bad. We do drop frames here and there, but you know, but hopefully they'll fix that in the near future. But anyway, let's get back to the game. So yeah, this is X4 Foundations. We're going to start a brand new game. We're going to go through it all. Let's just get into it and go from there.
Even after everything that has struck over the last few decades, the Terran conflict, the Xenon and the jump gates shut down, the Argon Federation has established itself as a key power in this new jump gate network. And even its most distant colony, Black Hole Sun, is a hub of trade and community. Opportunities are aplenty for all. Every day, scores of young pilots set out from the system for the first time, on their way to find adventure among the stars.
Okay, there's your... I believe these are like different factions or different prologues of where you can start in the game. From what I've gathered is that the first one is, if you've never played any of the X series, you're not familiar with them, how they work or whatever, you're totally new to them, then the first one, it will include a tutorial, as it says there, tutorial missions, and there they are basic. It doesn't hold your hand, but it's, I say basic. If you've ever played Elite Dangerous, it's a little bit more than what Elite does for you as far as tutorials, but it's still basic, and it's just, you know, how to move the ship left and right, throttle, dock, etc, etc, get from A to B in the map. So it's not an extensive tutorial, so it's just to get you going and off you go. A bit like freelancer. Once you're up and running, you go and do what you want and how you want it. The second one, again, is different. There's some sort of fraction, I believe, different ship. This one gives you 10,000 credit, so it's a nice little sum. It's not, trust me, that's nothing, but it's something to start with. The second one is again another faction. I think you get 5,000 credit. I haven't played any of the other two. Well, I haven't played them. I haven't tried them even, so I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if there's a tutorial in these ones, but I don't believe there is. I think it's just more depends how experienced you are. So if you're not experienced and you want to learn a bit, you go on the first one. If you're sort of intermediate sort of player of the X series, and you go into the second one. And if you know what you're doing, basically, you've followed all the X series, or you know what it's all about, you go on to the last one, and it's more like get in there, off you go, freelance, do what you want. That's it, done. We'll click them anyway, so you can see.
We live in dark times. For centuries, the Pyramid lived in peace. Strife between us was a relic of the past. So dependent are we on the Pontifex that when the jump gate shut down and the Pontifex could not contact us, chaos ensued. Life fell into ruin. We searched desperately for guidance, some even going as far to birth new leaders, each with their own perspective, each with their own ambitions. When the jump gates realigned, it could only end in conflict. Each Pontifex believed they were in the right, each unwilling to back down. Civil war was simply a matter of time.
Yep, so there you go. So you get I presume you get a nice ship. You presume you get this ship if you start on this one. Again, 5,000. You get different loadout. 1 times targeting computer extension Mark 1, 1 times basic scanner. So it's sort of, that's how I look at it. I look at it as easy, intermediate and hard, but not hard as in the game's the same. Well, I don't know. I presume maybe it is a bit harder if you go on that one. Maybe, I don't know. Embassies when you're fighting them stronger. I really don't know how that works. Like I said, I haven't done them, so. But I presume it's something on them lines, or maybe it's just you start off with the bare minimums. Let's click this one.
The jump gate shutdown is now defined as the single most important event in the history of the network. A disaster of cataclysmic proportion that changed everything, redefining our very way of life. Despite all of the odds, however, we have come through the other side, and along the way, have found more to research and explore than ever before. That is the area in which we pride ourselves, the Alliance of the Word, founded on the idea that those disconnected from the Jumpgate network could be saved. We strive to find out more, for the good of all of us.
Again, you got your 5,000 credit with that one. Equipment is 2 times all-round engines, which is fantastic for that. 1 times long-range scanner and software Mark 1, so it has got a decent scanner. So yeah, looks like you start off with at least some better equipment with this one, but you can always upgrade anyway. And this, like I say, it doesn't say anything about tutorials on these, so that's why I assume that there's no tutorials on these ones. And I sort of resemble these as easy, medium and hard. That's how I look at it. I don't know, look at it how you wish to look at it, but that's how I look at it. We're going to go on the first one because this is a brand new, fresh start, and we're going to go through everything, and hopefully you guys will follow me, and we'll pick up some tricks on the way, as we go. You might be a player that's been playing and knows quite a bit. I mean, great. Put some comments in now and let everyone know, especially me, because I'd love to hear from you. If we can make the experience go a little bit more smoother during the play, then yeah. I must warn you now, and I do apologise. My other screen is gone offline at the moment, so I haven't got my other screen, so I can't see the chat. Obviously that's not going to stay like that. I will be sorting that out. Don't know when that's going to be. We're coming up right on top of Christmas, so yeah, it's getting a bit. But we'll suffice. I mean, you know. But apart from that, yeah. Hopefully I'll get that monitor or whatever extra monitor sorted out, so I can communicate with you guys, because I do like to communicate. I do like to, you know. But you know, if you don't hear me say anything, then you know why. But it's not that I'm being rude or anything like that. Just bear with me, and during the course of the series or whatever, we'll you know, that will change. But so we're going to click on the first one. And anyway, obviously, if you put in the chat,
even after everything that has struck over the last few decades,
once I read that and look
conflict,
back,
the Xenon and the jump gates shut down. The Argon Federation has established itself as a key power in this.
Right, in we go.
Val Selton's log, day 1. I'm excited to get underway with this new ship. I'm not entirely sure what I'll do yet. Trading, exploring. Am I brave enough to face combat? Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be exciting. Here goes nothing.
Right, this loading screen, I think this is more or less the only, from what I've seen, the only loading screen. The initial startup, I think it's sort of scanning the graphics, what the system's capable of, and setting everything, you know. I don't mean it sets like with your resolution, I mean it's automatic, I mean as in reading your card and what it's capable of and whatnot, I suppose. But it's just loading everything, loading the actual game and everything. So but yeah, the frame rates do drop a little bit here and there, but not overly bad. I mean, it was when it first started, but I suppose it depends how busy it is at a station or whatever. I don't know. And here we are. There's our little ship. Here's my little baby. That's what we're going to start with. Got a little. Looks like a big old gun, but it's a little pea shooter. That's what you start with. So, oh God, yeah, there's a bit of a stick there, weren't there? But anyway, logo. You can stick your own logo. You can even upload your own, I believe. War updates, increase action. Scale plate yet. That on the left there, bottom left corner, is a message window. You can't click it or anything like that. It's just sheerly messages will come up, and it's just for you to view and see what, you know, what's happening, what's next, blah blah blah. Now, okay, you can see nothing. As you can see, NPCs. I really haven't. Let's click this a minute. I've never clicked it actually. Resign, enter ship. Orders, remove orders, deploy here. I really don't know what this is about, because information, all that, you press M and you get it all from here anyway. So I really don't know. I mean, there's the ship, and if you right click, there you go. Information, start guidance, blah blah blah. But it's, so I really don't, let's press them again, I really don't understand what the purpose of this is at the moment, apart from maybe something later on they're going to add extra things you can do. I really don't know. Oh, here's a chat. Look.
Hello there.
Now, when you first start, it's pretty straightforward. They all say the same thing. There's a little tutorial popping up. You're near a wolf or equipment dock. Consider playing the upgraded tutorial from the help menu, which is H. Now, I am playing the keyboard and mouse. You can play joystick, HOTAS, whatever, and you can configure that if you press H. There's your first one, joystick, HOTAS, general mapping for whatever you're using, joystick or whatever. I have got an Xbox controller that's can go into the system, into the PC, or a HOTAS. Now we'll see what happens. If I'm quite comfortable with the keyboard and mouse at the moment. We could have a go at the HOTAS or whatever. Maybe a little bit later on down the line. We'll see what happens. Now here's your tutorial. I'm not going to do the tutorial. I've already had a little bash at it when I first logged in beforehand, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You click on like number 1, then number 2. You just follow them. Your messages will come up on your left here, on your message board here, and you just follow them step by step. It will come up on the screen, tell you exactly what to do, what to press, how to do this, how to do that. You know. So yeah, go through them, and when you're to your heart's content, when you're done, you can pick up where we are now, which is, so we're going to close this down, where we are now. Okay, so when you're at this point, if you haven't already, you'll come down here. There isn't again much to do at the moment. When you come down here, you'll come in here, you'll press F or left click on your panel there. This window will pop up, which gives you options to go to different platforms within this station. So we are currently on this one. There's a ship that's docked there. On this platform, we've also got the ship trader. We've got Dev Giza, Neil Melted, or Millard, I don't know. Is it T or trader? If we click on the manager's office, we've got a manager, Chris Dyson, engineering station. No one's in the engineering station. You can go to these, you travel. For an example, manager's office. We'll go and see the manager. Travel, the door was shut, and there we go. Now, the red doors here, I don't know why there's extra doors here. You can't interact with them. The only one you can interact with is the one that's green. I believe that these are here maybe as time goes on with patches or updates. They're going to put things in for, you know, so these will be accessible. Maybe in different stations they will be. I don't know. It stands to reason, doesn't it, why that was there? Or they've just put them in just to fill up the space. I don't know. But anyway, we'll see what happens with that. So we come in here. Here's the manager.
Hello.
Hello there, good sir. Now, I'm going to click on him, F or left click.
Hello.
Yeah. Now, there was another game I remember with this, with the option thingy. When you've got these options that go around. A few games are coming out with this. When you've got a selection. At the moment, they all say the same thing. Look, I'm asking them a question. Where to the faction representative, or I can go back number 6. At the moment, there isn't much of a dialogue. They're all going to say. So I'm going to say 6 and go back and
goodbye.
Now, don't take that literally. You think, okay, you're never going to come in and do this anymore. There's no point. You can't interact with anything. There's no point coming down here or whatever. That is not the case. As time goes on and as you progress, you will be coming down here. You will have to come down here to find a particular NPC or to speak to someone or whatever. So we've just started, so obviously there's nothing to be said. There's the docking bay out there. So yeah, it looks pretty nice. Not doing too bad with the frames, but I say that does sort of fluctuate. Now, if in case you want to know, it's running okay. If you want to know, I've got a GTX MSI 1080 water cooled. It's not overclocked, so just thought I'd mention that because I said water cooled. It's not overclocked. I didn't want to. I wanted to experience this, as a sort of high end system, but on the baseline. I don't want to start overclocking things. Oh look, yeah, lovely, I'm getting 80 frames, 100 frames a second, blah blah. It's defeating the object. The idea is I want to play this with you guys. I want you guys to experience, to see what I'm experiencing, and make up your own minds, and we get a true focus of what is actually happening. What is the game running like? We don't want to start adding all the little candy, and everything else, which is a lot of what people do. They go in and say, oh, look, 80 frames a second, it was beautiful. You see a lot of other YouTubers, they're all running around. But, so I thought, no, we're going to go in with, we've got to go in with a high-end system anyway to play this in the first place, to have some sort of reasonable play time out of it. Otherwise, you're just going to struggle, and certainly wouldn't be able to stream if we didn't have that. Not with this. This game is hungry, I'm telling you. So yeah, we've got a GTX MSI 1080. It is water cooled. It's not overclocked. I'm running, for you guys, I'm running my system with not the i7. I took that out.
Hello there.
I've got a high-end gaming board, but it's AMD with I think the average, what a lot of people sort of go up to on the AMDs is FX 8350. Again, it's an 8-core. It's not overclocked. It's a Venetia. We've got 32 gig of 1824 DDR3. So it is, the system's pretty. It's there, but it's not one of the top systems. It's not at the top, obviously, but I wanted to sort of keep it in the middle, in the high ends, but sort of at the lower side of it. So you guys can see exactly what's going on, because majority of people that have got systems, they haven't got all these top i9s and i7 700, 7 series, 700 and whatever it is. So yeah, can it be run? Yes, obviously I'm running it on FX 8350, AMD DDR3 RAM. So yeah, I've been told. Well, not been told, but I looked at some reviews, some people with the i9s, and yet they get a better performance out the i7 for 4700K. They actually gain frame rates, and it runs a little bit smoother than the i9. Again, the game is not. It's not optimized. Trust me. It has got its pros and cons, not cons, but downfalls. As far as optimization goes, but So yeah. So we're going to come back out. We're going to click on the panel. And bear in mind, I'm streaming as well, so obviously if I'm not streaming, it will run obviously a lot better than what it is now. So let's go back to where our ship is. We are on a station, so it's going to fluctuate with the frames. But yeah, see,
We will be scanning your cargo.
it was a lot better when we first got here. We've been here, what,
Release
10 minutes I suppose, and it's starting to get a bit, so them frames are definitely dropping. Look at that, look. These big ships here, that could be another, look at that, blimey. This could be another reason why there's all these, wow, I've never seen so many. Wow. Wow, and there's me and my little pea shooter, and there's all these, look. Unbelievable. Okay, now you're probably first thing to explain.
Lottery tickets are available from all retail outlets in the station.
Yeah, not that we can get any because nothing else is you can interact with apart from the trade and the manufacturing section where you make stuff. But yeah, everything else. I think maybe later on open up shops and other bits and pieces. But when you're looking for the trader or whatever, it's on the crafting table as we call it. See that little shopping trolley symbol. So whenever you're at a station, that's what you look for. Alright?
Please hold. We will be scanning your cargo hold.
So you got your trader.
Contraband. Release your contraband immediately. Releasing cargo now.
Someone's in trouble. You've got your trader, and you've got your manufacturing table, whatever, to craft. That's it really. Apart from the odd missions when you might have to go and collect something, which you will see in a minute. So our first job will be to get like something going, get a main mission going. So we've got something to start. Now to do that, we're going to have to go out in space and fly around the structure, i.e. in our case this station, in a scan mode, which is a short scan, which is your left shift and 2 key on the keyboard, and basically we'll be looking for signals. When we get a signal, one of these signals, it might be a data signal which will learn us some blueprints, which is handy, or it'll just be a general signal to do with a mission. It could be a side mission, it could be a main mission, you know, all little missions you get.
Consumption aboard this station is against the law.
Well, it's one time I heard when they said something about pets not allowed, and they'd be destroyed on sight. I thought, blimey, don't bring a pet, they get zapped. Anyway, let's get on the ship. There's our teleporter, our little thing now. In space, if you press the F key or left click it, you'll get the window pop up. We've got nothing coming up because we're not in space, because we've got a space suit obviously, and we can leave the ship in space, which we will be doing at some point. Now that will come up there, so you would click that and on the space suit, and then you'll travel and obviously leave your ship and fly around. Do what you've got to do. We're not going to do that. We're going to undock. So again, F or left click.
Docking permission granted.
And obviously when you sit in the captain's chair of your bridge, you'll always get this come up here. So again, we've got a ship information. If you want to have a look at your ship, everything is on your map. Like basically press M and you can go down these menus. You've got information. This is the main mission manager. Here is the main one, which will be here. Okay, your missions that you collect. You will get other missions that appear, so always check them when you're at a station. This one here.
We've detected contraband.
Mission offers. Okay. Mission offers, like side missions that come up there. Right, so we've got nothing at the moment because we haven't found nothing. Okay. Here, if you click that, it gives us all the this sector where we're in. So we're in the, if we zoom out with the wheel mouse, we're in the black hole. Black hole sun. I always get these numeric numbers wrong. Is that 5? I think it's 1 and V. Is that 5 or 6? Do you know what? I can never get that. But anyway, you get the general idea. Obviously, you can see whatever's going on around. This is where we are. That little green arrow. Now, if I right-click myself, I can get options come up to do whatever there. If I do another ship, for instance, left-clicking first brings him up there, or I can just left-click someone there in particular, and I'll look for the little white box, wherever that may
Please
be.
hold. We will be scanning your cargo hold. We've detected contraband. Release your contraband immediately. Okay.
Where is it?
That was the right
I
thing to
do
do,
not
pilot.
know. What is it we clicked? Oh, it's there, look. So he's obviously docked. There we go. Now, if I want to fly to that person, say I want to come out here, I want to fly to this person. I've left click him now. That's him now. I can right click that. Can I right click that? Sure, I could. Yeah. I can get information. I can open a comms chat. To that
Comms channel open.
ship. There we go. He's not going to really give me anything. Say much. Press delete key to cancel that. Or if we want to fly to him, sorry, with left click to get the box, right click, and we could start guidance to object. That will give us, we'll do that. We can now come out, fly out in space, and we'll have that guidance to him. So we're going to go to him. Let's say I want to fly to him, might be a trader, want to board him or whatever. Okay, right click it again, and we'll stop the guidance.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking
And that's
permission
it as far
granted.
as that's concerned. We are on the map here. We've got our player information here. The first one, which is your Empire, which is what we are. Empire is global. Well, the Empire tab. We're in Bell Station.
Please hold.
Our
We
Empire
will
is.
be scanning your cargo.
But that symbol there is the
We've
one I
detected
chose
contraband.
down here.
This is embarrassing. I don't know what to say. Release your contraband immediately. Releasing cargo now. That was the
Empire
right thing to
overview.
do, pilot.
There's the logo. You can change the logo. Default ship skin. I suppose you can change that. You've got your different colours. Theme. I don't know what the colours are. Does it change? Yeah, that's like certain bits of the ship are changing, like the winglet at the edge. You can see it, see? Like a gold, brownish, green. And what's that? An orange, yellowy colour? Sand colour, sort of? I don't know. Yeah, it's not the whole ship that changes by the looks of it. It's just, or is it? I think it's just certain parts. Definitely got a greenish glow, haven't we? Some sort of. What's that one? That's the. I quite like that one actually. Yeah. That's what it's worth. You can. What's this? Oh, total inventory. We've got nothing in inventory. This is our inventory here. We've got nothing at the moment. Modifications, chassis, weapons, shield gens. Obviously, this will all change depending when you're upgrading and stuff. That's what will happen now. Importantly, of this is the logbook. What this does, it keeps a log of everything that's happening, the messages that's going on. If you hand in a mission and you get paid or whatever, and you miss it for some reason, oh, what was that, or whatever, you can come back into your logbook, and it will be here, right? I don't know if they have fixed the bug where what was happening was this was building up and it would stop updating. So what you had to do, so I'm still going to do it until I know otherwise, or find out otherwise, is you just click the clear when when it builds up a bit. Just keep an eye on it, clear it, and then start keep coming in. Otherwise, it will stop and it's not updating basically. And then you've got your account management there and so forth, statistics of what you've done, how long you spent doing this, and how much money you've earned, how much you've traded, how much or whatever you're doing in the whole thing. Everything's here. So if you're a completionist, literally you can, gates traversed, everything, So So that's that. Back to your docking section now. Put your map and encyclopedia, which we'll get to a little bit later. So yeah, so there's no point, like I said, on the stations you've got your trader. We'll do that a little bit later, because obviously we will have to go there, and because I'll upgrade my spacesuit, better thrusters and whatnot. So we'll probably do that in a little while. We want to get what. So the first thing, you're going to come in, you think, well, I've got nothing. What do I do? Right. So the first thing you're going to do is undock. Okay, you finished all your tutorial and everything. You're going to undock. Okay. Right, that lighting up blue there is because what's happened is we've now learned that module, or this hangar. So when we go to making stuff, making our own base or whatever, we will have the knowledge to, you know, to make this hangar, providing we've got the materials needed. If we didn't have that, if we didn't visit one and scan it or whatever, like we just did, like it just happened, it's automatic, we wouldn't be able to make this particular hangar, because we wouldn't have it in our knowledge bank. So anyway, so we've just, if we're in undocked, we are in joystick mode. Okay, if we do the left shift key and space, brings us into flight mode. Okay, don't get this mistaken by flight assist. It is not flight assist. This is just flight mode, where you move your cursor and the nose of your ship will follow. Simple as that. Okay, flight assist is the left CTRL and space. You can turn it off, which will then tell you on the screen flight assist is disabled, or you can CTRL and space, turn it back on. Now there is a good purpose to this, especially when you're coming up to into an asteroid field. It's very difficult to sort of steer around the asteroids. You can take the flight assist off and start, you'll have that manoeuvrability. Like, this is what's happening with it on. Right, it's centralising the ship back to what it thinks is the central plane. Okay, if I take flight assist off, it holds, okay, to where I want it, you know. That's what it is. So it comes in very handy, especially when you're going at speed. You've got, you know, dogfighting or something behind you shooting at you. What you can do, you've got flight assist on. Now you'll be flying towards, and all of a sudden you want to turn around but still carry on this direction, the way we're facing. So you'd go flight assist off, you'd spin your ship around, and I would still be going in that direction. So as I'm turning around, I will still be going in the direction I was originally facing, even though I'm now flying backwards. Okay, and I can shoot whatever I'm going to do. I'm not going to shoot in here, obviously. Right, now if I'm facing, say, this way, okay, I'm still going towards my original direction. Okay, speed will be dropping. What happened now? I don't know. Let's just come down a bit. I don't know what happened now. Hang on, let's get it. And it's strange, as we're doing one. That might be why. Oh, strange. I can't get it on. There we go. If we was going in the original direction and I've turned the ship around to this point, I now want to go that direction. Think of it as a quick handbrake turn. Get that arse round, right? As you want to go, what you do is you switch your flight assist back on. Now, after a few seconds, your ship now sort of diverse, and now you'll be flying in this direction. So now I can take it off again. Now I'm going that direction over there. That's the way I'm going. I could face back around to here. Right, turn it back on. And now I'm going to be going that direction. So it's a good way to avoid asteroids, you know, and all sorts, especially in other things you're doing, dogfighting and whatever. So shift and space, obviously joystick or flight mode. That's shift and space. CTRL is your flight assist and space, okay? On and off, right. So you mustn't get confused with that. If you can see, I'm moving around. I'm moving this around. There's a little white dot following me, me marker there, right? That little white dot is where I suppose that my guns are actually pointing. So if that white dot, wherever that is where my guns are moving to. So it's not this thing at the central. This is my nose. This is the direction I'm going. This is, you know, my point of direction. This here, if I'm going that way and I'm firing here, where that dot is, that's where I'm going to be firing at. So when you're fighting or trying to fight, blow up something, try and keep that white dot. It does follow your cursor,
Docking permission granted.
as you can see. Alright. So wherever you point for moving your mouse about is where you're firing at. Now obviously if you're in flight mode, you know, you haven't got much of it, your whole ship's moving about. So, you know, bear that in mind. But if you don't, you know, if you want to carry on going there, joystick mode, you know, keep fighting. I think you're only limited to, you know, look, see, like this, like it won't follow all the way over there. It's only where that white dot is. So you've got this sort of area, as you can see, that white dot, right? But it's a lot more, and your ship is not going all over the shop. Also, this is your speed indicator here. So this little white arrow, the little red dot is 0, as you can see. We're not doing any speed at all. This red dot is that. The white triangle there represents how much speed you're doing, how much acceleration you're doing. So if I default would be X and Z. You would accelerate with the X and Z, and that will speed will boost it, start boosting it up this way. Right, if you hold it down, it will just shoot all the way up to there. If you hold it the S, sorry, the Z, it will bring it all the way back. Now that's forward. If it goes past on your left, that's going backwards. This white bar is your hull. So once you start, the blue bar is your shield. When your shield goes down, you take hits and everything else going on. Once that's gone, you start taking hull damage. There's two ways you can repair this hull damage. One, you land a station where you can buy ships and all that and repair. Which is equipment dock. That's what I was trying to get. Station, and then you can actually repair if it comes up. Hang on. Oops. Let's see if we. Right, it's not at the moment because I need to be docked for it, but it will display there. About to repair it. So that repair your hull, it will cost, obviously. Look at him, look. Hello, you know, just, oh my god, these NPCs, really. God, it's making me bounce everywhere here. Wow, literally lost momentum here, what's going on? Let's get out there a minute, it might be a bit safer because these NPCs are crashing into me.
Navigation, prepare to dock. Acknowledged.
Right.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Okay. Yeah, so we've got all that. So yeah, you can dock and repair that, or you can simply got to repair. I think they changed it actually. I know that the spacesuits came with the repair tool. I'm not 100% sure. Let's jump out quick. So if we press enter key on the keyboard, get out our seat a minute. Let's just go and have a little look. So as you see, we come here and we got use spacesuit. as it goes, we don't have to do it. We can actually look at, we should be able to find it, information. We want, where is it? See, even me, I'm still sort of trying to get around this menu thing. Spacesuit, it hasn't got it, has it? All you've got is a repair, oh, repair laser, it has. Is that the same thing? I believe that is the repair. So yeah, it comes with it. So I think let's put it out there a minute. So look, I'll show you. Might not happen because we ain't took any damage, have we? But I'll show you what happens. Click enter, we just start dropping out. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky getting used to this. It's okay, so we'd press left shift and number 2, and there we go. Middle mouse button, hold down, or the space bar, and that's what you do. You point at your ship, left click it, and then point at it, and you just sit there until your hull's repaired. So you've got to stay near it. That's what you do. Now you can do that in space, get out and just repair it. That will save you a lot of credits. Just trust me, it's not cheap. Not when you first start out anyway. But there you go. And you can tell because, see this symbol here? It's your repair tool. Now if you've got that, you know you've got it. If you haven't got that, you've either sold it, because I believe that your spacesuits, they come with it to start. So be careful when you're upgrading that. You don't want to lose that, so always have that. So now to get back on our ship, as you can see, pretty cool that, isn't it? And we've just unlocked that module, we just scanned that. Okay, another one. We right click our ship and we request
Docking granted.
docking. Now we want to just fly into it. We haven't got to be precise.
Navigation. Prepare to dock. Acknowledged. Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
It is a little bit tricky. Get used to it. And there you go. But that's how you can repair it on the fly. Other thing to bear in mind is when you really go in the map, make sure you're in joystick mode, shift and space before you press M. Because whatever you're doing in here, if I was up there for instance when I'm done, I press M again. My ship's nice and steady, it's not going anywhere. If I wasn't, press right, press the buttons here. It's all fine. Still got all the. We've got some. We've got some quests come up now. See these little orange markers. This is like more missions quests. I'm so used to playing the MMORPGs. So yeah, we've got some missions, and they normally hang around the structures or stations or whatever. You'd right click them, and we'll get back to that in a minute. Again. Everything's fine now. If I was up here, for instance, with the mouse, and I forget, I press M. See, we've lost control of the ship. Alright, so just bear that in mind that if you are in this mode, alright, if you're up here, just make sure you bring this back, centralise it on your screen. Alright, just centralise it. When you come out, you haven't really had any problems now. Now, let's take a look at their missions, shall we? So we're going to zoom in with the wheel mouse. We can use W, S, A and D. We can hold the right mouse button down in conjunction with the SWAND and get a full observation of what we're looking at. Right, let's have a look at this one. So if we hover over it, it's a supply and recovery. We right click it. I hired a pilot to deliver some medical supplies to me, but it was destroyed en route. The pilot was able to tell me that they managed to eject some of the inventory before the explosion, so some of it is still salvageable. I'll pay for the return as many of the supplies as possible. Objectives, what do we have to do? Now it's for the Argon Federation, so that's good. 196,000 credit if we've done this. Now it is hard. Now I remember this sort of mission, I don't know, there could be mines there, there could be pirates there, so that's probably why it's hard. I reckon there's going to be pirates, so I'm not going to particularly take this one. Don't be fooled by, you know, others you get that say medium or easy. It says hard, and really we've just started. We've got a ship that's, you know, can probably be shot down with a little handgun, let alone anything else. Probably exaggeration there, but you know what I mean. So we don't want to start going in. I believe it's hard. I believe there's going to be, you know, a group of pirates there, enemies or whatever, and they're going to have better ships than us. So yeah, I'm not going to take that. That's what my assumptions. I'm not going to take that one. But yeah, feel free if you want to try and give it a go. You know, you never know. But yeah, there's going to be something. The actual mission itself is relatively easy. It's not bad, but there's another one we saw though, isn't there? Let's have a look. Is it gone? Yeah, we've missed it. And that's another thing. You can't. You know, you've got to be not quick, but you don't want to hesitate. So they don't stay there forever. They disappear. They up. You know, and they change. It's different all the time. It was 2, it wasn't there, and it's gone now. All right. So we missed out on the other one, but it's only because I'm talking to you guys and that, going through quite a bit, which really, this first episode is going to be quite a bit of, you know, explaining how to navigate the map and everything else. And once we get past all that, we can start actually doing some, getting right into it and exploring a bit. But yeah, so anyway, come back out of there. Now, what we want to do is we want to get ourselves started. We've got no missions, we've got nothing. Right, what do? We can't do anything, can we? What do we do? So we shift, left shift and 2, go into scan mode. We know we're in scan mode because the chassis is lit up in this purple colour. I don't know if it's the same colour for it might be different in whatever ship you're in, so it might change. But just make a note of when you're in short scan, which is the shift and 2. You know, whatever colour it is. Mine in this case is the purple. That's the one we need to go around excuse me, these structures or stations or whatever, to pick up any signal sources or data signals and things like that, blueprints. And this is how we get our, you know, get some missions and start earning some money. This is one way of doing it. You know, so yeah. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to fly around. Oh, hang on, before I start, the other thing that you want to do, let's get this back to 0, is if you press escape, go into your settings, I believe, yep, and we want to go to controls. Right, this is the first thing you want to do anyway when you start. First of all, you've got your general. Now, I'm quite happy with everything else that's happening here. The only thing I wasn't happy with was the thrusting forward, accelerate and decelerate. Because when you're in a dogfight or whatever you're doing, even flying around all these stations, it does get a bit overwhelming what's going on, and it gets a bit confusing. You know, I still get confused when I'm trying to look for me Z key, or sometimes if I ain't looking, I ain't pressing the damn thing, and So I thought, oh, I've got to do something with that. So the Z and X at the bottom there is from the W, S, A and D keys. It's a bit awkward. So I've configured the X and Z to 2 buttons, extra buttons on my mouse. If you haven't got a mouse with extra buttons, obviously you're not going to be able to do it. But yeah, so fortunately, not what you can do with that. But I have. So I have configured my thrust, my accelerate, with an extra button, which is again on top behind my left click mouse button. So I've only got to move my finger back, boom, and decelerate is the same again on top, but to the right. So that's what I've done now. So now I haven't got to keep looking for, up and down with the speed and whatnot to my heart's content, and that comes in handy when you're in a dogfight. The other thing would be, I haven't touched anything else in here, but yeah, have a little feel with what's comfortable to you with all this. Spend some time setting it up so it's comfortable, because if you don't, you're going to struggle, you're going to have problems, and you don't want your experience to be ruined on the fact that you haven't, everybody's different. Like, the way I set things is going to be different to how you might like it or whatever. So set it up to how you like it. Spend a bit of time. Got all the time in the world to play. Just sit down here and just go through everything, and have a little practice to see if it works for you. If it doesn't, take it off, reset it, and try something else. But get it all set up so you feel comfortable with everything, including your joysticks or whatever you're doing. Alright? And it can be a little bit frustrating to start. You can spend some time on this bit here. But if you get this done, you're good to go. Alright, you're going to enjoy the game a lot more. Your experience with it and immersiveness is going to be a lot more fluid. If you don't want that in the way, that's all I'm saying. If you come into the platform, another important one, which I find, is your run, because otherwise it's quite some walking distance from your ship when you dock, and you've got to get to the trade or whatever. If you look, your forward is W, so that's just a normal pace walking along. That's my stroll. I'd say a slow stroll, right? It's big steps, I say, but it's still walking to me. But there's your walk there. I haven't got a button in it. That's slower than forward. That walk. That's proper. Anyway, what you want to do is, where you got run forward, I've configured mine so I press the left Alt key. So when I press that left Alt key and then W, I will start running. If I come off the Alt key, I'm back to normal forward mode. I like it like that. Some people, from what I know, from what I've looked at, they've took this W out of here completely and put it in the run command. So your W will always be run. So yeah, if you feel comfortable with that, go ahead, do that. Stick your W in there. Away you go. Right, you ain't got to worry about walking or anything. But I'm quite happy with me all in there, and so I'm fine with that. That's all I've done in there. All these were pre-configured. I don't know what they do, but still a lot for me to work out, but we'll get there. That's what this series is about, that I'm doing. It's about exploring, and hopefully you guys are following. We do it together, and like I say, put some comments in there if you've got any tips and tricks and anything that I've missed or that I don't know that maybe could make the experience a little bit better. Then yeah, whack them in there. And I know I can't see during the game play, but I will, trust me, I will spend time watching the video, looking up all the comments, and and incorporate any of the tips and tricks or anything I see from you guys there, and we can whack them in. To make if it can help us, then yeah. So obviously we don't want any spoilers. We don't want to start giving spoilers away. We don't want to, this is how you can do this. Boom, go there. It's a secret there, but we don't want to do that. Right? That's not what we want. Okay. If you can put a comment in, if you know something that's going to help in managing something better, an easier way to do it, or than what I'm doing it, or whatever, I'll hold my hands up. I'm only showing you guys what I know, what I've learned myself. from reviews and watching other videos and etc, etc. And then I've come in the game and I'm doing things what I feel comfortable to me. That could be different to you. You could have a different way of doing things, but the basic way of doing things, of how you do things, press M to bring up your map, navigate around it, doing this, is the same for everyone anyway. But it's how you do things and how you plan your journey around, and what you're going to do in freelance style, or follow this or do that, and what you're going to do next is entirely up to you. So, you know, but yeah, welcome any comments, any tips and tricks and whatnot. But just, if you do, just please do not give any spoilers, anything that's going to say, you know, go here, this location here, there's a secret there, it's always there, it's static, or whatever, blah blah blah. I don't really want to know. Alright, we want to do this together for people that are new to the game, they're following, and you know, they're learning as well. I'm learning as well, so we're all learning. What we got here? Yeah, that's it basically. Menu, again, you've got your menu here, you can configure bits in here. Anyway, it's quite overwhelming, so spend some time. That's what that was about. Just come in and have a look at that. Graphics settings. Now I am streaming, so, but makes neither here or there whether I'm streaming or not. I put it on custom. I found these settings to be the best. These settings, I've gone through different settings and watched different streams, different people with different systems, benchmarked the game. I've benchmarked to get let's get my tongue in. I've done a benchmark on at least 5, or was it 6 different systems, different configurations, up until the right i9s, all the way down to, I've gone the lowest to the FX 8350 is what I'm on now. These benchmarks that I've done personally have been on high-end systems with i7s, 4700s, 6700s with DDR4s, etc, etc. So in real life I repair. You're thinking, well, how have I got all these? It's because I repair systems, build them, etc, etc, you know. So yeah, and what I've done, I thought, well, okay, I know there is other YouTubers out there, and good luck to them, they're doing a good job from what I can see, but I wanted to do this myself and bring something. I want to build a system, well, in the high end range, but at the lower end, so sort of an entry level, so to speak. Okay, I'd say the system is a high end, but it's an entry level. It's not the lowest of the high end. It's sort of in the middle somewhere. So I want it to be in the middle because I didn't want to come in with something that's overclocked this and blah blah blah, and I'm flying around, and you know, and you guys are watching, you're all enjoying it, and then you get the game, you come in with your system and your 11 frames a second, and also if you know what I'm using, and you can get an idea, you know, a true idea of what exactly, if it's managing on what I've got, then it should be fine with you. I have got just a normal 80 BT broadband fibre optic. I'm not with Virgin, so I've got 80 down and 20 up upload. So bear that in mind. I think if you've got maybe 4 up, 3, maybe 3 to 4 up, should be fine. And I think if you've got a minimum of maybe what, 8 gig RAM, I believe, is it 8 or 16? I can't. Do you know what? I forgot. Yeah, check that up. I'll have to check that up. You know, or if yeah, can't remember, my head's going now. But yeah, so like I said, we're running this on this system, and for you guys, and see what happens. But other than that, it runs, to me, it's lovely. The temperatures are nice. System's currently at around about the graphics card's round about, it holds around about 36 to 40 Celsius on full load. Bear in mind, it is a water cooled graphics card. It's not the the proper pipework water cooled. It's the self-built, you know, the MSI Hawk, is it? And it comes with the water cooled unit. It's all built with it. You know, you've got the rad there and all that. It's a sealed unit and all that. So it's one of them. I can't remember the bloody name of it now, but that's what it is. I don't know what the normal 1080 would run at. I presume it's got to be around about the 50-60 mark in it, up to 70. I don't know, 60 Celsius something on the full load. I really don't know. I'll tell you, if any of you guys got a 1080, just normal 1080, and you're running this, let us know what temperature you're getting. What temperature you're getting. It'd be nice to know actually, because I can add them to me firm mark and that. So in future I can actually say, look, you know, because I don't know. But yeah, so little things like that would be nice to know. But yeah, FX 8350 Venetia. We have got 32 gig of DDR, but it's still DDR3, right? So we're over the 8 gig or 16 gig. It's 8 or 16, but at least we're there. So whether I've got 32, I could have 64 or freaking 100 and whatever. It's not going to make any difference, right? As long as we've got the required amount, a little bit more than what we actually need, that's fine. So yeah, these are settings. As you can see, we are using the MSAA 2 times. We're in 1904. I think it's because we're in window mode. That was 1920 by 1080. Now, if I wasn't streaming, I'd be in probably full screen. I did try it in full screen, and yeah, it was running okay. A little bit better than what it's running now. A little bit better, not much better. I was getting, you know, an extra, say, 6 to 7 frames a second, possibly in space up to maybe 10 to 15. A little bit better. It just felt a little bit more fluid when I'm not streaming. So yeah, but I think it's because we're in window. Obviously, you can't see it says it on here, but you probably can't see that because I've had to crop the XSplit to actually play the thing, so that when it records, it doesn't bounce all over the shot. Because again, because of the Vulkan they're using to you know, for the software for the game. But we've got custom, we've got high texture, we've got high shadows, normal SSAO, glow is on high, so everything's normal. All I've done really mainly is I think this is normal here on the high. I think what I've done is custom. I turned this down here, put this down to 30, which is your LOD setting. This is your distance of what's rendering in a distance. And to be fair, I could probably go down to 25 and not notice any difference. If this was 100, I've tried it and I can't see if there is. It's minimal. It's, you know, so I've come down. I've got it to a comfortable level, around about 30, and yeah, it's fine. I can't see anything sort of popping up in the distance, things like that. Maybe the right distance, might be a couple of bits, but that's miles. You know, little teeny things maybe, but nothing that's going to spoil the immersion. Effect distance, as long as I've got that 5 over the main distance there, there's no point in having it, you know, any more than that. But we want it to meet that figure there anyway. So if we've got that at 30, 35, if we've got it at 25, this would be 30. So I'll just keep that at 5 over. Yeah, we've got our radar higher. Yeah, so we are on VSync. Now I found that, like I said, the game's not optimized really. It's not brilliant, and taking that off of VSync, it doesn't really improve that much, apart from when you're in space in an open bit where there's not much going on. Whoopee! What's the point of that? I mean, the idea is that you want it to sort of average a frame rate. You don't want it, you know. Okay, we're going to get a nice frame rate, 70s or 80s, but we're miles away from anything. There's nothing really going on here. We've got a lovely frame rate. Whoopee. You know. So no, I've sort of, and I've done it. I've tried it, and you know, gaining the odd 10 to 15 frames, maybe 20 in certain places. What's the point? I'll be on VSync, and I still average anywhere. Well, out in space, it could be anywhere between 45 to 60. So on stations it can go anywhere, it averages around between 30s and 46s and things like that. It does sort of fluctuate depending. I've seen it go as low as 25. It's unbelievable, but you know, it happens. So and it does that anyway, even with VSync off. I've had it and it's gone down as low as 20s and 25s, and so you know, there was just no point. So I left it on there, and it's doing fine. So yeah, let's continue the game. So I thought I'd just go through that with you guys, which is what a lot of them don't do. They you know, they play and go through it all and everything and tell you that this is running not too bad, blah blah blah. But they don't show you. They don't tell you what they're running. They don't show you the graphic settings they're at, what they're playing it at, etc. etc. So you know, you can't really. How can you get an idea of, okay, well, is that what it's going to run like on my machine, or how can you sort of compare anything? You can't.
You're in serious trouble.
Anyway, so we're going to fly. Right, we've just done that one. As you can see, it all lit up nice and blue. I don't want to go too fast, because if I hear, I've got to listen for these. You'll hear it. It's like a static noise. We've got to go around and get most of the, I call them modules or sections or whatever, but we want to. But we will hear it. But that noise, if you can hear it, that's not it. That's to do with this. Probably some sort of current, electric current or something. That's not the noise we're looking for. But we will hear it, and that we have to do this. This is how we're going to start our. Excuse me. This is how we're going to start our. Get us going. Okay. Main mission or main storyline. There's one there. This could be it. As you can see, I saw it visually. So we're going to creep up to it, and when we get close enough, what we're going to do is we're going to hit the backspace key on the keyboard, and that will just stop us dead. That's like handbrake.
One moment, please.
Here we go. Hopefully this is going to be it.
Ah, that should do it.
Yeah.
I had to disable my voice filter. I was beginning to think my messages were being intercepted by those split fellows. I'm a little disappointed that it was this easy. I don't suppose they sent you, did they? Oh, that would be quite devious.
Okay, so if you get that, then you know you're on the right track. You've started your mission. Okay, you started your storyline. So now we've got something. At least we've got something to work with. Now, as you can see on the front of the screen now, he's not finished. We can find out what's going on. Right, so we're going to carry on with that.
What should I call them? I suppose captors is quite apt. Employers? They let me work on my own projects some days, you see.
Do you need help?
Ah, yes. You see, I'm in a spot of bother. I'm in the middle of some important scientific research, which I'm unable to pursue personally from my current location. I'm looking for an assistant to aid me.
What do you need?
I'll send the task to your ship computer. This is rather exciting.
Okay, so yeah, we've now got it. And mission briefing. This gives you what he's just said, basically. So we've got, these are the steps we've got to follow. Step 1 is dock at station, that's the station we're at. 2, pick up an disinterface unit, which is obviously laying around somewhere on the station. This, if you're doing this, when you go,
Docking permission granted.
when you do this, you land at dock at the station and look for this. Yours might not be in the same location as I find mine. It is random, so it could be anywhere, but you will see it. And then we've got to fly to scientific area, and number 4, achieve life's work. Okay, so let's accept that.
Wonderful! I have managed to
Christ.
place the device on a nearby docking area. You should be getting the coordinates now.
Autosave. Now, from what I read on the patch, they said they stopped this or fixed this, but obviously not. It locks the whole game up when it's saving. So yeah, blimey. Okay, so there it is. Okay. Now, if we let's go in joystick mode a minute. If we forget what was going on, was that the same one that we looked at? Supply, yeah, it was. You'll come in here, as you see, it's already marked it for us to there, to dock. If you come in here and click on your mission manager, you see it's now orange. Okay, there it is. Now you can take multiple missions, whatever, and they'll all be listed in this section, right? And you can activate one at a time. So because it's orange, it's active. This is the one I'm currently on. Okay. If something was down here and I wanted to do that, you know, I'd click it and make it active. That would then deactivate this mission. It doesn't get rid of it. What it does is it's dormant now until I'm ready to do it. So the new one will become active and you follow on. So you'll fly around stations and structures. Nice. Right, yeah, you'd fly around your structures and that. You'd find other missions and whatnot, and you know, you either do them or not do them, whatever. But as you pick them up, yeah, pick them up and just pick them off in here as you please. Like I say, there's other ways to find them. So this is one way. You've also got mission offers. Very important when you are docked or whatever. Just make sure you click that. Or near the station. Now, as you can see, that mission there is coming up in this section here, which is mission offers, supply recovery. So if I fly away, or if I fly away from this station, that will disappear because I'm actually near the station. Or if I'm docked and I didn't do it, I can actually just, oh, it's gone. Look, someone's took it. Look, it's gone grey. All right, that means it's gone. The NPC or someone's blowing in or whatever. He's thought, yeah, I'll have that, so he's took it. So it's gone grey. So you know, when you see a mission, read it, think about it, and decide what you want to do. Because if you don't, and you hesitate or whatever, you could lose it. A bit like Elite in that respect, you know. If you've ever played Elite Dangerous, you'll go in the missions vault now. The missions, I think every 10 minutes they're updated. You know, 1 minute they're there, next minute they're not. So, or they change. So yeah, just bear that in mind. So we're going to dock. So what we're going to do is we're going to left click the station.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Docking granted.
Right, that was the shortcut. Oh Christ. When you... I'm still bugging into that. Let's boost that a little bit. Tab key on your left is the boost. It's a little boost. Bear in mind when you do your boost, when you do use that, it drops your shields. It uses your shields. Your ship takes some sort of impact, you know, through the, you know, the boosting. So, you know, bear that in mind. What you do is you'd left click your station for it. Oh, not him. Where is it? That's what I was trying to find before. I don't know why it's coming up. Come up there. Oh yeah, that. Oh, it's come up there. Look, it's weird, isn't it? So you left click the station, whatever. You can right click and request docking. Right. Press delete key to close menus down, and you get these little green like landing lights or guiding lights, as you want to call it, to guide you in to where the docking bay is. I have found at the moment that if I didn't do that and I just found the docking bay and just flew into it, it would automatically grant me docking rights anyway. So I don't know how that works, but yeah, that is how you request docking. But I would have thought if you didn't request docking, you'd come in here and you start getting, like Elite, you'd start getting shot at or whatever, but I don't know. That's not the case at the moment. I don't know if there's a reason, because we're at not tutorial, but we're at the, you know, starting bit. I don't know. But yeah. So you would have learnt this on the tutorial anyway, how to dock. We're going to go through it quickly. Now it doesn't matter what speed you come in here, it could be full pelting now, and it will automatically drop you down. Okay? So you're not going to come in here at full pelt and boom, go flying out the other side. It will, what I've experienced anyway. So now we're here. So what we're going to do is we're going to line the front of our little nozzle up there on where that red was to the green. Slow down a bit. And now we see that, let's go up a bit, see that little grey triangle. Right, so if that was over here, we want to line that up so it goes green. There we go. Right, so now we're in line. The red one, the red triangle, oh, hang on. Right, the red triangle is below. We want to get that little bar there, we want to get that in line to join the bridge, and it will go green. This whole thing will go green. Now if it's below, it means that we want to go forward on our thrust, because okay, the docking bay is in front of us. If that red triangle is above, it means we're going to come backwards. We've gone too far. Okay, so we're going to a little bit of thrust, and there you go. Right, make sure you're on 0. If you know, if you can do that, and just get ready for your back key there on your keyboard, that will bring you back to 0. Right hand brake, as we call it, and we just S key to lower us down gently. Ooh, nearly crashed. You lost the
Successfully
gear there.
docked.
And there you have it. We've docked. So
Welcome. Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
get out your chair, out your ship. Now, I don't know if you saw that. It did update, and it's what it did was see, it says pick up interface unit. See on the bottom left corner there, the message box. You can't interact with it. It's just there for your to look at. See what's next. Now you can see the marker is pointing. It means, if you remember, we're going to pick up this unit, haven't we? But we're going to run. Well, this is W, and this is with the run with the W alt down that I've done. You see, now I can take that off. Right, there's my normal. So yeah, but when you do this, yours might be somewhere else.
Very good. I see you have found the device. This will allow me to monitor your activity and perform experiments remotely. Please keep it safe. Oh my! It seems your pulse is elevated. You must be very excited to take part in this expedition. I'm glad. So, shall we begin? I will attempt to direct you in the best way possible. Please be patient with me.
Okay, so again, we've done it. Our mission there on messages says undock. So as you can see, we've picked up our first mission, or our main mission as I call it, and yeah, it's got us on the way. So now we just follow it. So it's now telling us to undock. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rush to the toilet. But there we go, as we say, we've docked. There's our little shopping trolley. We'll let the trader over there. So always look for that, so you know. We will be going now, probably after this. What I'm going to do is we're going to follow this story you'll get to a certain point. Normally it probably take you 10 to 15 minutes to complete, right? And you'll get to a point where it says about want to do something else, but it's going to require a ship, and that ship's got to be fitted with certain items. Okay, well, when you get to that point, it gives you a chunk of money to pay for the cost of the ship. It's quite a big chunk. That's when you put a stop. You say, okay, we're going to stop there on that. Okay, and we're going to come all the way back to the wharf, and we're going to, with that money and what we've earned in the meantime, we can then buy a couple of ships that can start going out and mining for us, because then they're going to go out, and while we're doing what we're doing, they're going to go out and mine and trade automatic, so that we're getting like some sort of passive income going all the time. So yeah, so that's the goal. Okay, you could, like I said, you could normally do that in about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm talking to you guys, taking me time, going through everything. So it is a slow, like I said, this first episode, or this first walkthrough, and that, it is going to be a bit of a slow one getting through. So I'm probably boring you to it after death, but you know, but it's for the guys that are new and sort of want to pick up on and follow along. But we get there. But on that note, I'm going to go and grab me my coffee, because that's I definitely need a coffee, and then we can undock and see what we're going to do next. And we are nearly there actually. We ain't got much to do that. Oh, nice shit. Look, I like the paintwork of that. Quite like. Is that the same as it is?
The restaurant is now open for anyone wishing to dine before.
Oh, is that the reddish?
departing
What one we
station.
got? Oh, we got like a, was it goldish or brown? Oh, I quite like that, but I quite like that. Now that's an NPC, right? I could go up there and climb on there, right? But I've got to get off. If he takes off, I've got to hurry up and get off, because otherwise I began with him. Oh no, I was on ladders. See what I mean? So yeah, just if you see a big ship land, you want to have a quick look. Butchers, right? Go on it quick and have a little butchers, but just get off the damn thing, otherwise you'll end up EVAing from space all the way back to the nightmare. That's what I did anyway, to have a look, have a butchers. Let's see if we can jump over there. We'll get stuck on the. I tell you, I want to get on that. Look. Oh, shut it. Oh, it's not going to land, is it, on here? I have to get on that. Shut it in on this side. We've gone on there and had little butchers around it. I was down there. Look. I could go down there. I could go in that little lift there, down. I don't know if I'll make it in time. Should we go and have a quick nosy? I know I'm sort of going off track here, but I'll tell you what. Let's go and have a little butcher's that. If I can get there in time. Oh no, look, wow, that was quick. Oh, Doc, you forgot something, look. Oh my god, look, come down and all. Oh, I was going to go and have a little butcher's. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? No more coming in. Oh well, we'll get a time when we can do that, and I'll show you. But right, anyway, F and or click again in the lift. Shame, I want to jump on there and have a quick butcher's. I haven't been on one of them yet. That would have been handy, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'll come up here and I bet one's going to start. Nothing's landing on this side, it's empty. God. We have a big one or mediums, whatever, different one land on here. Apart from the same ones what we got. Oh well. Right, let's go and grab me coffee. Where's he going to land? Right, they're all over that side, aren't they? God. What's this, teams? Oh, we know he's got the same as us. That's the same one that left, isn't it? And you can trade and whatever from your captain's chair there anyway. Right, let's go and grab me coffee. I'll keep getting sidetracked. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, quick, run. I'm coming. I've got to get on here. I'm coming. Yeah, jump. Oh, come on. Get over the damn freaking fence, woman.
You are reminded that lottery tickets are
Where's my ladders?
available
Oh,
from
I'm
all
coming.
retail outlets in the
Don't
station.
leave without me. Oh, I forgot me freaking shorts and everything for the beach, but never mind. Let's get up there and have a look. Is that it? Oh, I thought it was going to be like some compartments and stuff we can have a look. So you just, yes. Hello. Just having a nose, never mind me. I'm going to get off though, because I'm leaving me on it. Yeah, broke my leg coming off. Big old ship like that, like compared to ours, and yet it's literally walk on straight into the bridge. That's it, you're done. Oh well, that's disappointing. Looks nice though from the outside, just disappointing, you know. The actual inside there. Well, there you go. Oh look, he's back again. Do you know, if I went down there and just waited, I'm not going to make it because they land and take off too bloody fast, don't they? Right, let's go and get a bit of coffee. I shall be back in a minute.
Their children with them at all times. The restaurant is now open for anyone wishing to dine before departing the station. Explosive materials can be hazardous. Please contact the dockmaster if you have any on board.
Right. We're back. Right, let's get on our ship. And we shall undock and carry on. Right, so we click undock. Make sure we're in our flight mode. There we go.
I don't expect you've spoken with too many Boron before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Bozo Ta, and it is a pleasure. I do wish it were in person, but my current situation is quite precarious. You must be quite curious on what a lonely old Boron is trying to achieve. There are still so many mysteries and unanswered questions. Are spaceflies sentient? Where are the lost Boron systems? Is faster than light telepathy possible? It is our task to push the physics of this universe to the breaking point and see if it answers any of those questions. My current employers only seem happy when my research results in novel weapon modifications. Very curious people, those Split. I do hope they move me to a new tank soon. My tentacles grow weak.
Makes me laugh every time. The reason I've stopped here is because when it updates, you get this.
I do wonder how my homeworld is faring. It has been such a long time since we have had news of it.
So you get this orange marker, so you know where the mission is. All we do is we find that it's there. Now, before we do this, let's hit the black key there. There we go. Before we do this, we want to activate our long range to see if there's anything. Because if we go in the map and zoom out, right, not much happening around the local areas here. We can't really. So we want to see if there's anything. Forget that. We want to see if anything pops up. So this is another way to find any points of interest. That's where we've got to go. And to do that, what we do is Shift and 3. Again, we know we're in long range scanner mode because our cockpit is lit up with a different colour. Okay. Now, what we do is find a point to start. So we're going to say this here, right, or the planet there. We hold the R key down for like 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, and let go. If we overdo it, it will fail. Now you can hear them pings as it's going out, right? So what it does is it sends it out in the direction we're facing in a cone, like a cone shape. So it's not going to ping, and even though it looks like it, it's not going to do a 360 all around the ship outwards like a big dome. It doesn't work like that. It goes out in a cone in the direction we're facing. So theoretically what we've got to do is we've done that one. We've now got to go to our left and do it again. Right. Now we're going to come behind us.
Please hold. We will be scanning your cargo hold.
And you can see all the little circles.
Contraband. Release your contraband immediately.
Releasing cargo now.
As you can see, when it's pinging, you see all them little circles and little happening. Come here, do this side. Okay, and we should be back to our marker. Okay. Now, you can also F2, I believe, which will give you the outside view of your ship. Okay. Our wings flapping now. Look. I don't know if any yous watching know the keys for it. If there is a way to pan around the ship so you can look at it, 'cause I don't know what that is. I've tried all different things.
Docking permission granted.
So I don't know if there is a key combination where we can actually pan around the actual ship or anything to see what's going on there, but I'm sure there is, but I just haven't found it. So if any of you watching, you do know, if you can let us know in the comments or whatever, yeah, that'd be great. So yeah, an F1 as it says on the screen to bring us back. Now that is also good because if I bring up the map and like this ship here, right, click him, I could external view, have a look at him, come out and bring the map out, and there we have it. That's the one we just targeted. Okay, again, I don't know the keys to pan around and have a look. And this is another way how we can take a close up on what we're looking at, especially if you've got your own ships flying out doing the auto thingy. You can see what's going on. They're getting a fight or something, you can, you know, external view on them and see what's going on in the area. You know, you ain't there. Again, F1 will bring you back. Also, you can open up the comms. Let's get back to. Also, now we'll get back to these question marks in a minute.
Please hold. We will be scanning your cargo hold. We've detected contraband. Release your contraband immediately.
Okay.
That was the right thing to do, pilot.
Okay, let's say I want to open the comms to speak to someone. I click in there, right click, and comms. Right, I didn't understand a word, I don't speak his language, but there you go. Delete key, take us back out. But yeah, that's how you open up your comms. You know, to speak to them, whatever. So there you have it. Now back to we've done a long range scan. We're going to come out, close that down now. Press the M key. Now, because we've done that scan, we've opened up some points of interest. We've got these white question marks. There's 1, 2. We've got a couple there near these little grey sections here are the gates. This one, the arrow below, it means the gate is in this way. This is the way you're going.
Please halt. We will be scanning your inventory.
Okay. And obviously this is the return, so it's coming back this way. And we've got some question marks.
The scan
there.
came back clean.
Station. There's an object there, so we could go over there and see what that is. It's an object. We know that's a station, but we need to unlock it. To do that, we'd have to fly there and get near to it and unlock it. We don't know what that is. Same again. We'd have to fly there. That's because we've done a long range.
Docking permission granted.
Now, and we've got the two up there. Now, if you zoom right out, now if you can see, it hasn't. The scan at long range, we've only got, I suppose, a mid one at the moment, so it's only like an area. So it's what is it? It's this area here, isn't it? Okay. So if I want to go and scan over here, I'd have to fly over there. For instance, I could right click and then start guidance position. Right. Now if I come back into space, I look for that mark, I look for that, and go to that direction. Okay. When I get there, I can then stop my ship and then again do a nice long range around that sort of area. And this is how you start unlocking the area of this hexagon to see what's of interest.
Release your contraband immediately.
Releasing cargo now.
To see what of interest or what's going on, you know, in this section here. Okay, we could upgrade our long range scanners, so instead of having just limited long range, it will be probably more wider, you know. So yeah, we're not going to do that right now. We're going to right click that and we're going to stop guidance. Okay, we're going to carry on to there for now to get this out of the way. Right, so we're 90 kilometers away, so it's quite a long trip if we just stay in this flight. The thruster's up at 180, so it's shift and 1. Now shift and 1, what's happening there is we're speeding up, so we could get some speed. And if you remember what I said before, if I get some speed up, I'll show you. CTRL, left CTRL and space. Now I'm still going in that direction. Okay, and I can have a look round. I can come off of into cursor mode. I can click in, for instance. Right, have a little butchers. What I'm doing. If I hold in cursor mode, if I hold the left mouse button down, I can have control. I can literally just, you know. Now, if I was to stop here, for instance, and CTRL and space again, and then put it, watch. Right, I'm now going in this direction. If I want to, it's hard to move. Look, see the difficulty is. Right. So CTRL and space, swing the ship where I want to be. Let's go over there, back on again. So we've changed direction. Okay. CTRL space. Let's get back to where we're going. Back we go. Okay. So very handy to sort of try and master that and not get confused with your shift key and space. Shift key is your joystick and flight or steering mode, and your CTRL is flight
getting close to where I detected an anomaly. Could you please try using the long-range scanner to search for an anomaly in this vicinity?
Right, so I've hit the backspace key so we can sort of come to a halt. Let's get a bit nearer. Around about, I think that'll do. So backspace again, that's 0. Wow, whatever, is it moving or is it? No, we're still. Why is it not? Yeah, it's still a bit buggy. Wow, yeah, it's not. Can't get it on 0. Yeah, let's try it. Hang on. Yeah, this is what I mean by little bugs that need to be sorted out. I'm trying to. Get it on. There we go. Blimey. Yeah, a bit fiddly, but
are you having
long
trouble
range.
Locating the anomaly in the area I have stated? I suggest you use the long-range scanner to help find it.
Okay, no, we'll do that. So shift and 3. Hold the R down. 1, 2. And we found it already.
If reports are to be believed, these anomalies are tears, which may lead to other areas of space, much like the jump gates. I suggest you mark the location of the anomaly on your map. So, how adventurous do you feel today? Thanks to my research, I do have a fair idea of where you may end up. Of course, the quickest way to confirm my theory is to put it into practice.
Right, to mark an area. Yeah, it's not. Right, to mark an area anywhere in the map, you'd come in, press enter, okay, and deploy. And what we want a beacon, right? Now if we click, we've got 5 on board, so always make sure you've got them, because when you're out in space and you find an anomaly or something of interest, you can drop a beacon and come back to a later one. No, you'll have it displayed there on the map, easy to find. So we're going to drop a beacon. Okay, oh, Christ. And there's our beacon. You can see it. There it is there. So that'll always be there. Right. You can right click it. Information. And we can name it. It says nav beacon. Click that. Click it again. We can name it what we want. We put anomaly. My spelling's probably bad, but then press enter. Now we've named it. So if we look on there, now it says anomaly. Alright. So right click, come in here, information, name, and name it what you want. With that said, we're going to come back out of here. So now we've got to boost through this. got to go through the anomaly with a bit of speed, so I'm just going to use the booster.
Entering system. Grand exchange.
Can you hear me? It took a moment to realign the frequency. It is just as I thought. You have made it through the anomaly and emerged in a distant region. Your location is actually of great interest to me. Over the years, I have managed to pull sensor logs from passing ships to help further my work. I highlighted this as a prime location for my research, should I ever get the chance. While the previous anomaly is interesting, my findings point to something else here, which I expect will lead to a groundbreaking discovery. Allow me to guide you to a particular area.
Oh, so he's given us a location over there. Now we could, like I said, we could go in here and we could get in our spacesuit if we want to go out and repair, like I said earlier. Oh, it's something like this. You wanted an elite, you know, but yeah, space legs. I don't know when that's going to happen, but who knows? Who knows? So when they're going to fly, I'm going to shift them one. Watch out for these. It's not too bad. It should be alright. This is where you would have to come off, so you've got the flight assist off, so you can fly. If I had that off, I've got more control of what I'm doing. Look, see, you know, to get around rocks and whatnot.
I am currently evaluating what equipment we will need to make the most of this location. Space here is wounded, with a scar in its fabric which seems to have healed multiple times. There is no record of any abnormal activity at these sites. To everyone else, this is simply an empty area of space. In my search for signals from long-lost boron, I have detected multiple scars in space which continue to spew a multitude of particles and radiation.
Before we carry on, so left click
in a bustling sector such as this, it would only be seen as
middle
background
mouse.
noise.
Oh,
However, some of the noise seems to have artificial form. We are going to tear this scar wide open and peer inside. Of course, the universe is a fickle thing.
So we don't call
One
reinforcements.
miscalculation, and we may well destroy the whole system. Ha! Such stakes make this all the more exciting. Before we get started, allow me to reimburse you for your help so far. I do hope the Split don't mind me using their credit account to help fund our venture.
And there we go, he's just played us. So if you look on the left, move balance
Now,
25K.
the experiment. You will first need to place a satellite around this area in order for us to better understand its nature and how best to provoke the anomaly. I suggest you also deploy a resource probe so that we can see how the anomaly has affected the local environment. You should be able to acquire these deployable items from stations which offer upgrades. I know of such a station near your location. I will add the information to your map.
Yeah, we'll deal with that in a minute. He's the other side of the bloody rock, isn't he? Unbelievable, look. Is he or... Oh, I thought he was. He ain't, he's... Or is he? Yeah, he is. Cool. Where is he? Oh, he's there. Yeah, so shift and X is to match target speed. Sod off with your bloody lasers.
Requesting immediate backup.
Oh no, he's cold. He's cold. Oh, he's a pain, isn't he? Look.
Oh, damn it.
I might be doing any damage to him. I might have to. Oh, he's a little shit.
Requesting immediate backup.
He's going to face us now. Blimey, talk about chicken, play chicken. You little shit. A lot faster than what we are.
Should we ever get to meet face to face, I do hope you can bring me some fresh tofu. The nuggets the split give me are more stale than their humor.
Well, maybe you can bring me a coffin, mate. I don't know, I might make out of this. Definitely got to update these lasers and that. Blimey. He's trying to. It's taking a while, isn't it? We got something else fired at us now, or is that we got help? Come on. Finally. Right, so if we creep up to it all. Now if we hold it, we can just run over it. If you run through them, it'll pick them, we collect it. Or we can just hold the O down on the keyboard and it should suck them in. There we go. Let's look at the map and make sure. Oh, we come to help. Thank you, mate. Just appeared from nowhere and yeah, blimey. We did take a bit of hull damage. Sort that out. Let's see what we collected, shall we? So we come in the map. Go on our player there. And we want to click not logbook, inventory. Yeah, we've got some bit advanced engine with fuel injector there. Not worth much. Oh, we've got a programmable field array. It's worth 141. Nice. 954 for that. Oh, that's the interface. That's part of the quest, isn't it? Got the mission. These. Yeah. It was a nice little find, that one. We are currently at 35,000. Right, let's get this done. We've got now left bottom panel, one satellite target position, so we've got to deploy a drop a satellite right there. Yeah, boosting does knock it out of your shields, doesn't it?
The placement must be precise.
Yeah, shields building up, as you can see. After a little while they just oh god, we're flying past it. Might be not bad, right? Okay. Enter. Deploy. Satellite. Delete key.
Good work. I'm receiving a much clearer signal from the tear. Almost immediately, I can see that there are far more gravimetric shears here compared to any other anomaly ever documented. That indicates mass. But of what? This shows some similarities with a jump gate event horizon. But there is something else. Could it be a temporal distortion? Perhaps dimensional? Very interesting. Would you please deploy a resource probe in this specified area? I'm curious of this environment.
Okay. Oh. So we've got a new location. Not really far, we can boost there. God, we go flying past. I hit it too late, didn't I? So, enter, deploy, resource probe.
You will now be able to see the yields of the resources in the area, should you wish to extract them. As for our research, it seems that nearby objects are covered in exotic particles, possibly spewed from the anomaly. I hate to be a bother, but I have an idea on how to proceed.
There's our little probe,
We
and there's
will
the
need a
results.
ship to be flown to a very precise location near the anomaly. If we fit the ship with the right equipment, we may be able to open the tear wider and have a better idea of what is on the other side. This will likely end up in the ship's destruction, so I will help cover the expenses of acquiring a new ship for the task.
235. Right. This is at the point where, see, it says the ship must contain 3 times. I missed it. So there, M here, 3 times antimatter cells. Okay. So we're not going to do that just yet because we've got we've done that, and we need a suitable ship. Nearest factory is animator cell factory and exchange. Okay, that is there. Oh, I've got to pirate that. But time to go, time to go. Yep. Let's go. Shift and 1. Christ. Not that way then. That'll do for now. So, right, we'll come back to that. What we want to do, go back to our. We want to. Oh, hang on, me Teddy's TV's going off. I've got to press that button.
Stop vacuum.
This is where we're going to come back now. don't think there is. Is there one? Wow, look at them.
You'll pay dearly for that, pilot. Did that even
That's a refinery, isn't it? Okay. What's up here? Oh, tell you what. As it goes, let's go there. Information. What do we have there? We have drones, ammunition, dock ships. Yeah. Let's see what we. Let's go here. Start guidance. Okay. Because I want to see if we've got enough. Yeah, we've got enough. Right. This is where we want to buy at least one ship at least. We can get out there and get some passive income. Okay. Now this little arrow up here will bring us back to Windows. So first one, so it's fine. So what we want to do now is just follow our marker. So we're going to go there because I think where we started from, I don't think you can actually buy ships there. So I'll tell you what, I'm not going to pay for them repairs on that hole. Let's get past him because he's coming. He's a coming. Don't know where he's taking us, but he's a coming. And we are going. Bye. So we're going through the gate. It look like it. Right. So what I want to do, I'm going to come round. This is what I mean, how handy this is. Right. And I missed it, but yeah, you know, you get the idea. I need working on that, don't I? But yeah. Nearly crashed. God, this auto saved though, it locks the whole thing up.
Entering Grand Exchange.
Just spit the microphone. So we're going there, I believe. Where are we? What was the mission there? These colours, if you click on here, so you got red, mineral. This is a mineral region. Blue is gas. Purple, mineral gas region. Just so you know. Hang on. Are we going the right? Yeah, we are. Must be taking us to a gate maybe that we haven't unlocked yet. Definitely something. Yeah, it's gate. we've got to go through some asteroids here, maybe. See if we can. Line up a bit. Ugh, another one, another pirate.
Is that the best you can do? You pay for that.
Oh my god.
I will destroy you.
Entering system. 18 billion.
We're through. And yep, this is where we're going. So these white ones, these are like your gates. Like you have to go through the gates on them ones to get from one end to the other end. However, the blue ones, like walk paths, you can pick. You don't have to go into the gates. You can pick them up. You could just fly. I could be here, for instance. And if this runaway went all the way around to here, for instance, and I want to get here, I could, and obviously I could fly into that, go in this way, and then boom, pick it up, and then take a nice ride. But yeah, we are going to there. As you can see, it's as we're skating through it, look, sort of uncovering the areas. Oh, starting to see a few things happening. What's this? Refinery. So it's been a nice place to start the ships because they've got a nice area to do some mining. That's gas. Was it gas? This is mineral. Oh, mineral gas. That's fine. Oh, there's a mission now. And stop. Come on, where's my brakes? Where's my brakes?
Have you heard the split legends regarding the space duck of Namek?
No, yeah.
A creature so majestic, it brings even the split to tears. I've heard my captor speaking of it in passing.
Right, I've got to be careful because I think you're trying to take us back. He is. Yeah, so we don't want to do that. I'm going to set that to inactive. Oh. Do want, however, there's a mission. We want to get on here anyway. There's a mission. Inspector calling. Okay. Christ. No, it's a medium. Worth a bit. We regularly and thoroughly inspect our stations to make sure that any problems can be dealt with quickly and efficiently. One of our stations is due such an inspection. All of our inspectors are currently busy. We would like someone to complete the scan of the station on our behalf and return the data to us, and for this they will be paid. Target scan percentage. So we got to scan 24%. We got to scan. Yeah, we could do that.
I knew I could count on you.
And we do that with the spacesuit. We can fly in the air, we jump out, and we use our trusty spacesuit to the locations and scan. But what we do want to do first, though, because we've got that mission now, we're going to knock it off. Let's fly miles past it. wonder if I put that on, it's gonna. No, it's fine. I thought it was gonna spin me around the other way, but. Now again, we want to go in the short scan to go around this, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Always come out and do that. Get in there and get this ship going. While we're sodding about, we'll have some passive income coming in, and that's what's. Oh my God, what's it? Is it? Let's stop a minute. That just changed. Double check. Yeah, so we're gonna make it inactive at the moment. Set to inactive. So we're gonna inactive at the moment. Okay, so it's still there. Hey, why is it pointing me? There. And we want to request docking.
Docking granted.
Which is sending us there. I'll show you. We go full pelt, right? Show you what happens. But don't crash. And boom. Space brakes on. So again, we want to get that nose up in there, like that. Well, I'll bring that down a bit, and up to its green. And we just gotta wait. Okay, come down a little bit more, get it there. And to boom. Hopefully, let's keep an eye on it. It might go red, so we'll keep an eye on it. And we're docked.
Successfully docked.
Welcome.
Okay, what we are going to do though is oh no, wrong one. Let's go back on here a minute. I still get confused. Programmable food. Now I'm gonna go and sell this because it's a nice big chunk. Going to help us out a bit actually. I'm not worried at the moment. Let's go and sell that. For that we want the trader. So again we're going to look for the trolley. Yeah, but the trolley's over there. This docking place looks similar to the other one, doesn't it? Except we've got trees here and that, or some bushes or whatever. We're going to go over there and sell that. That'll bump us up a little bit more. If I can get 2 ships out running, that's going to help. And from what I've seen, I think silicon is pulling in the... No, not silicon. Nvidia, or whatever you call it. It's pretty good. Get on here. Where is he? He's up right on the top there. We're going to come in, jump in that lift and go up there. I want that big ship to drop. You're not going to drop, is it? Could have had little butchers. Don't know how it's going to happen, does it? So, in here, go. Right. I've got quite a nice looking area as well. I've got a fish tank in it. Okay. Get up here. So there we go. We've got a trader and we've got our workbench here.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Can I help?
Yes, I want to see your wares.
Here you go.
Okay, so inventory. This here, this is price, this is inventory, this is trader. This is us, this is them. So we want to see. We've got. Where was it? There it is. Programmable field array. Oh, he's giving us less. Still something. But yeah, we can sell that. There's other ones that ain't really worth. We've got. Can't sell that. That's part of the quest thing, isn't it? Repair laser.
Greetings.
Yeah, we're so no. I don't know. We can have a look and see what. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. So it's 117, so that brings up to 352. It's not bad. So we shall do that.
Goodbye.
Now over here. Is it him you actually repair? Upgrade. I think it is.
Can I help?
Spacesuit. Press 1.
Here you go.
Yeah, spacesuit upgrade. So we could upgrade our space suit. Repair laser.
Greetings.
If I click that, it's going to sell it, isn't it? Okay, now I know you can do it for it, but I haven't. That one we. Oh, does that mean we can only do? We can only do hand laser, bomb. Really, we've got a bomb launcher, and our thrusters. Don't want to do that. Just yet. Because look, it's the only one that's highlighted. So these ain't highlighted. Can't upgrade them. Hand laser we can upgrade. I don't even know what we need a hand laser for. And a bomb launcher? We'll come back to this. Crafting wares. Interface here, we've got needle and program. Oh yeah, I see. That's what we just sold him. So this crafting needle. Okay, he doesn't want it.
Goodbye.
Let's go up to this table a minute and see, because I haven't actually done anything to do with the crafting. I just looked on, I've reviewed and whatnot. Okay. Yeah, we can't interface yet, we can't. What was the other fix we got? Nothing? Did we click that? No. One or more elements need to. Okay. I don't want to click that. Let's bypass. Not sure what we're doing here at the moment. I'll have to find out a bit more about this, because at the moment it's only come up in the interface. I don't understand that. Do we need all these three to get a craft? Like this section. Don't know how it works. It looks like it, doesn't it? That and that, and then we can craft something. I don't know. Right, it looks like it, yeah. So we can craft that, all of that. But that you would need these two. I think that's generally what's going to happen. So it's one section there, 2, 3. I think. Right. So
Hello, can I help?
Show you what we need that needle.
Here you go.
I don't know. Because we have. Is our interface unit? I thought we had. Oh, our repair lasers. No, we want that. Can't upgrade them anyway. Oh,
Goodbye.
what we had, advanced engine fuel injector. Yeah, I don't get that. That means he's got all selected. Hang on. Drop. Oh no. I don't know why. What that's all about. Basic weapon chamber.
Greetings.
Maybe it's a different trader to sell them. Or isn't it? Yeah, it might be. We need a refiner to sell these there. Sodium oxide. So yeah, it looks like a different type of trader. Probably a technology or something. I don't know what trader this is. Say no. But anyway, we've sold it. We've made a little bit more money there. Just do Shift and D because that's the quickest way back. Alright, let's see if we can sort this. Yep, so yeah, now we're going to buy a ship here. We're going to get a miner out, going out, doing some mining for us. So we're going to buy our first little ship. Now click on there, first tab there, medium size. You can go small, but then I think they're more expensive. There's a miner there, for instance, as you can see. But this one is what can he have? What's his cargo? Oh, solid storage is fine. 1,750. So you've got this one here. Right click, hold the mouse, and you can. So you can do that when you're in here. I quite like that ship actually. Let's check. He's got radar range. Oh, 1300, 1300, and storage. So yeah, if we was doing liquid or something, we'd have to get a different type of storage, like liquid storage, whatever. But so that's good. He's got 1,750. Let's compare that. Well, it's 50. He's got missiles. Ooh. Right, let's compare that to the we've got okay, we've got a gas one, we've got a mineral. Let's compare that to this one. Oh, 6,000. Oh, look at that, look at the price. Currently edited ship is right, okay. Yeah, I mean, wow. How much is the gas? Well, that's just as pricey. But 6,450 deployables missiles. He's got a lot more, and his hull is 4,500. Let's check that again. with the him. 1007. Yeah, he's more of a. This is definitely small. Oh yeah, we definitely can't go with that. That's why it's half the bloody price. We're going to go medium. We're going to go with him. A bit pricey though. And it. Yes. But. Okay, now we just want him to be a minor, so we don't want anything special. So we're going to go with the minimum preset. Right? Like this, long range scanner, basic scanner, it's good. Rasters, chassis. Now if we go to there, see the price goes through the roof a little bit, and hang on. Yeah, look. Total price. Oh, we haven't selected yet. Where is it? Chassis is 221 on its own. Current balance, final balance of 2. Oh, is that what it is? Hang on. Right, so we want to go minimum anyway. We still get it. Got to get one, haven't we? Did we get it? Oh, now it's going to cost us total price. It's going to leave us, well, 46. But if we get this up and running, it's going to start pulling in some money for us. So yeah, we're going to do that. All right. Ship information. Now, if we come into here and then click your tab there, property owned, right? We can see it's being built. It's not instant. We've got to wait for it to be built. And he's going to just, look, he should quite happily just come out here and bam, he's got all this. Right. I think Nvidium, I think it is. It's pretty good. We'll try Nvidium. See what it comes in at. If it's not that good, we'll go for silicon. And I think the next one, the lowest, would be the ore. So we'll go with Nvidium first. See what happens with that. So let's say you buy a ship and everything, kit it out. Obviously, you can do the same, like upgrade your ship from there. And upgrade your components. And we are ready. So you'd right click, we'd click information. No, not information. Right, we'd click behaviour at the top here. Okay. So let's go back to that again, right? So right click, left click information, and then click behaviour, and there we are, Manorina Mineral Separator. Right, we're going to change the name of that. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to put them to work. Now down there it says hold position, it says default behaviour. Click that. Now we want him to auto mine. Now we want to tell him what do we want him to mine. So we click where's, there we go. I'm going to stick it on Nvidium, okay? And that's basically it, and confirm. Now we should see him. We should see him depart. If we right click him and Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? External view. There he goes. There's our little miner there. It's going out. Yeah, I don't know how you pan round. I'm trying to click things here, but nothing seems to. Oh, I just pressed enter again. I've got all different things come up here. Yeah, antimatter converters, blimey. Old trade, that's why. So he's going to go off. And do his thing. And we can see him on the map here. Is he going to go around this area, or is he going on his own?
Known criminal identified.
Where's he going? I could direct him. I mean, I could right click him, control him from here. You'd click him there like that, and you give him orders like. Maybe it's not. Oh yeah, if I click him, if I wanted him to dock or go to this location here, I'd do it. I'd click that, and then I could get options come up, and I could tell him to go there or whatever. But what is he doing? He ain't coming back already. I'm just going to watch him. I just want to see. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, I was going to the gate. No. Oh, maybe the video ain't here. Oh, I wonder where that's going then. Okay, so anyway, we've got our ship out. He's going to go off and earn some money for us. And we'll see in our information bar, in our log, where's our logbook gone? Hang on, I'm on the wrong thing, aren't I? Logbook. There we go. So, yeah, he's going to do it. While he's doing that, we can go and perhaps do this other one that we picked up. Where is it? That was in. Where was it? I still get lost. No, I'm on the wrong. Yeah, I was on the wrong one. Oh, I've got to name him. I can name him. So with Nvidia. So right click, information. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, how do we do it? How do we do it? Is it that one? Yep. There it is. Click. And we're gonna say
You're finished.
MNR. Okay. Oh, damn it. Underscore 1, because he's our first little ship, isn't he? 1. And we're gonna. He is. Oh, what am I doing? Hang on. Bloody caps here. Right. Yeah. Vid. Oh, I've lost that then. Spelt it wrong, but I'll correct it once I know. Nvidium, I'm sure it was. Okay, so we've got him out, right? We hover over it. God, it's a bit judder, isn't it? If we hover over him, Yeah. Miner, MNR, number 1, Nevidium. He's going. Oh, he's going to there. How far did? Oh, he jumped. Okay, so he's not got to go too far. It's just in the next. Now, supply factory. He might offload here, maybe. Oh, that's medical supply. Defense. Power plant. Yeah, he's probably going to come all the way back, isn't he? Shipping yard. Right, so he's off doing his thing. Where's he gone? Is he actually doing it there? Well, that's us. And he came. There he is. If you lose them, you can just go to your ship, select them, and then. So he's gone to there. Red mineral. Oh, so the other one was different type of mineral gas. So he's gone to that one, the red one. It's safe there. There's police or something there. Oh, there's another miner. Simple. What he's doing? Let's have a look. Another view. We can't. Why is that? Oh, because we've got to be in the same. We've got to be in the same. What's his name? The same sector, I suppose. To get anywhere with that, but he's there. Hopefully, he's going to be all right. What's that? So that's. Oh, I see. Okay. Right. So he's mining away. And we've got Inspector calling, haven't we? So we're going to now make this. I thought before we do that, because we've got 46. We need to come outside, fly around this ship, don't we? Do a scan and see what is anything of interest. Can't buy another one just yet. Run to the toilet real fast. Now the people here, the NPCs, you can just click on them and click hire, and then you assign them what you want to do. If you want to be a captain on your ship, if you want them to assist in other ways on your ship, whatever you're going to do. We'll get to that. So bear with me, I'll be back in a sec. Well, it's all very exciting stuff. We'll get there, we'll get there.
Beggars are operating on this factory. Please do not encourage these professional beggars. If you have any spare credits, please give them to a registered charity. Do not wave at the station's security cameras. Distracted operators lead to undetected crime. Customers are reminded that wares on the station are sold without warranties. Attention all departing pilots. Pirates have been seen in the sector. Be careful.
Right guys, I'm back. Yeah, unfortunately I've just realised the time. What I might do is call it a night. We've got our, we've got started. We've managed to get our mission going. We've got a trusty little ship out there mining. We've picked up a quest that we can do. We can do that on the next one. Yep. So I'll be on tomorrow. We'll carry on with that. So yeah. Thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It's been fun. So yeah, but as you can see, it's not running too bad.
Attention all
We've got the odd.
departing
Hang on.
pilots. Pirates have been seen in the sector. Be careful.
Okay. So yeah, yeah, it's running not too bad. It's okay. You know. So yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow, guys. Yeah, it'd be nice if you can join, and we'll see you in the next one. So good luck out there, and hope you do as well as I have, even better. But there you go.